All right, good morning. Monday, December 5th. So I'm going to make this real quick. We got the SPY. I always say real quick, and it turns into a 20-30 minute video. But coming from the all-time high, we just ran into it, right? So that's how we finished off the last half of the week, and that's how we're starting off. Just running into it. So we have a lighter downtrend ray, which is a different fit from the all-time high. And we have that big green one, which is kind of the top of it. So there's two of them in there. One seems to be the actual lid, and the other one's kind of like the roof to it, I guess. So we can't get above that dark green, and then we can't close above that thinner, I should say dark green. So one's darker and thinner, and one's brighter and thicker. But anyway, you got two of them in there. Those are definitely in play, having some impact on the share price here. But still, angle of attack is up, so I think there's potential momentum to be here to punch us through. That's the latest acceleration that's holding up. So we tested the 200-day EMA. Yeah, it seems like it's there. Here's the near-term high. Yeah, we could come down and test that today. We could see a pretty strong sell-off. I shouldn't say strong sell-off, but we're trending down in the pre-market. Yeah, maybe we come down to 403. I think, how much room do we have? We can go all the way down to 402.50. So maybe it needs to test this anchored VWAP from this high here. Maybe it's another test here. We did chop down to the 200-day EMA, so maybe just a higher low setting would be great. Go down to the 1 minute chart, see how we are. So it's 8:46. So where's the reset here? There's 8 o'clock. Setting up the parameters for the pre-market. So that's what we're coming off of right there. There's that one, and there's this one. I think this is the current one. You can see that one. This wick's above but closes below. And we don't really have anything in the pre-market low, so we're trending down. Nothing in the RSI except so we got some room to get down. So what we'd want to see is probably a lower low here on the share price, but a higher low on the RSI. They'll at least give us some sort of bullish divergence there, and maybe a good setup for the open. 45 minutes, it's possible. All right, let's go back out to the daily, check our Qs, and then we'll go to the diamonds. Nothing really going on there. We got something there from this high. Here, you give it to me. Not much there. Interesting. She looks good, but I guess we gotta get over 350 to really start celebrating. Because that could be, like if we can get one of these indices to kind of rally here, that might. There's another one there. Get some FOMO going. It seems like we're in position right now for the Fed to slow down or halt hikes, right? Which should trigger a rally in the Qs. But at some point next year we'll probably get another, decision to, because the economy, I don't know. I think we have another downturn, but the question is it going to be a higher low set in? I mean, I don't know if we're going to get another lower low if the Santa Claus rally and then like the first quarter is showing some higher potential breakouts from this trend on the SPY. I mean, you listen to like Bloomberg and the CNBCs, they're telling you things, but they all kind of know that they're, they got to get the narrative out there to hide what's going on, right? They got to, because they don't, I mean, what are they going to tell you? Like, oh yeah, we're buying everything up, this is great. They want as little competitors in where they're trying to accumulate. Someone's buying. I mean, someone's buying something. I mean, someone's selling something, obviously, but you can't sit there and, oh yeah, we're just waiting. Like, sure, biggest hedge funds and institutions in the world, you guys are just sitting on your hands while who's doing what? Who's doing all this? It's not me. So, you got to just be a little suspicious of what's going on. Look at the charts. Don't listen to them. Stick to a program. Stay disciplined. Buy, sell targets. When it's time to sell, you just hits your price points. Just stay disciplined. Not much really going on here. Lantheus, why are you down 6? I'll take you at, where are we at? Let's actually see where we can get a. You're down much larger. I'll take what's going. I have to see what's going on with LNTH and see anything. This is my watch list. I'm still looking for another move higher. I was able to. Oh, actually, I didn't put that in there. I did able to hit the sell targets on Friday. So, got to update that. Let's take a look at healthy dividends. That's probably it. You know what? Actually, let's take a look at this now. This will be interesting. Nope. Alright, let's go. Nice. That's what we got this from. Nice move. Now, where does that put us? Man, we gotta go over this high, and that will probably give us a little more momentum. So we gotta get over about 92 and change. What's our high here? What is this high? 94.27. And we got some chop here to worry about. 92s. So 92 is going to be an issue. But hey, this is not big. I mean, this angle of attack is nice. A little bit of a pullback. Probably what we're going to need to see is it come back down into here at some point in the high 80s. What I like to, oh, that's why, I mean, it could easily just drive up on lower volume and kind of get a little bit oversold. So you want to see, what would you want to see? I guess maybe kind of like almost a little bit like a cup and handle at this level, a smaller time frame here. So you come on down, just come on up, and then get beat back, and then just rock it. I mean, that could be happening here, you know, in a way. So maybe it just takes a little bit of a dip, hits this and runs. That'll be kind of their cup and handle. Everybody always wants to look for a nice clean, you know, cup and handle. Cup and handle doesn't have to have this huge wide base. Like, this is good enough, really. You have multiple formations in one setup. So you kind of get, this one's got a little bit of the double bottom setup, right? So you come down here, hits, comes up, sets in that higher low, and then rockets up. So you got bullish divergence in the RSI and the share price. So, I mean, this technically got lower, but so here you got a low on the RSI here, right? It comes down, we get about the same. Like, again, it's nice clean double bottom, but the RSI strengthening up. Comes in, you get a higher low set in. That's one of my favorite setups. You get up over the high and see ya. Now, if it's fundamentally a good buy, valuation-wise, I liked it. Once I kind of see a double bottom and a higher low set in, I'm more than willing to buy in one of these days. If I think it's a good buy fundamentally, and then technically I can buy it if it's below buy threshold, if it's a good setup, if there's a fundamental reason why I want to buy it, the valuation, etc. And then I'll add sometimes on the ones we break above, because then we know the sellers are basically giving up. Talking. See, this just turns into me talking too much. That just might be pre-market nonsense, low volume. Where are you coming from? So this uptrend from here, that's not clean enough. Yeah, so we broke down, failed now. So this is probably gonna see a move. Maybe let's bring it down. Mid 220s. Maybe the middle of the Keltner channel holds up when we hit this. So 228 maybe for the move, or 232. See, this one doesn't have the formation, but it's got the RSI set up. So here we go. Here's the low on the RSI, right? Comes up, we get a lower, much lower low on the share price, but we're getting a slightly higher high on the RSI. Then you get a lower, higher low set in, and then it just goes. Breaks of downtrends, nice and powerful, and then we just grind away. That doesn't mean we can't come back down, but if you're looking for places to add to, you know, blue chip stocks, or you're looking to get in on a name initially, or make a small addition to something that you really like, that's a good one to work with. I mean, now we're kind of getting to the area where we're like, all right, are we going to see a snapback, or is this the snapback? Are we going to get to like the 200-day EMA, or even right here we could probably start to see a spot where it wants to. We got above where it dropped. But maybe like, yeah, maybe 36, 37, we see some resistance show up. Maybe there's another downtrend rate coming in here. But, yeah, you start seeing the share price get outside the daily. I mean, look at this. It's outside the daily, which almost the entire daily is outside the monthly. So when that happens, this is where, I mean, if we probably went down the hourly, it's probably down outside the hourly, you know, outside the 4 hour, outside the daily, outside the monthly. This is where, you know, sellers are going to take a break at least, and it could be the bottom. So for quick traders, anybody who's doing options or just looking to get like a cheap scalp, maybe some lottery tickets, that's where you can throw some money at it and possibly win. Quick scalp trades if you're day trading or just doing a quick swing. But I mean, that could also be the low of the low for GSK. SNY had a very similar setup because what was it, Xantech litigation headline that they needed to throw out there that was essentially years old, but someone decided to bring up it again. And Pfizer got it. Yeah, Pfizer was in on that too. All three of them. It's a joke. All right. Takeda and Bayer have been like buddies. Same thing. SNY. I mean, yeah, you got like a lot of ETFs, but it just seems like Bayer and Takeda. Maybe it's because they're international guys. They're linked a little bit more to the international markets right now. Oh yeah, I forgot about TXMD. They made a deal. It's terrible. I shouldn't. You know what? It's probably a good deal for the company in terms of saving it, but now it's just a royalty company. Sold basically the rights to their products to a company, and now they are relying solely on royalties now. Long way to myself 3 target, but who cares? I thought we almost had it here. I've made enough money on TXMD. I think we even have it as a mothball ticker at this point. So FBIO, you just moving? What's going on here? Nothing. I haven't touched this one, but this is the sneaky one where if you believe in Mustang Bio, you believe in we got Catalyst, Checkpoint. So if you believe in Checkpoint, you believe in Mustang Bio, this is basically has the rights, or a good chunk of the rights to all that. I mean, they're the flagship ticker for all of them. I haven't touched them. It's just, the overall market just crushing anything that's speculative. I am looking at Omer again. We made that was a good trade. Didn't get to sell 3, which is okay, but I mean, we hit it landed right on buy target 2. Loaded up. Made some nice solid profit, multi-bagger. Look at that. That was in a short period of time. It's coming back down. You can see it bounced off this RSI right here. There's potential. Are we seeing a lower high set or a higher low set in on the daily? It'd have to start running now. I kind of want to. I want to add. I don't think I'm going to be reloading the position anytime soon. But maybe I'll just add to see because I think it's probably a little oversold technically again, and on a fundamental basis, it's not. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read that Canoe, but that's Kano. it's still got prospects. It's still got some potential out there. And it's a name that people trade, so it's in play. That's one of the big things that I should talk about a lot more often, which is the idea are tickers in play. You can go and find tickers that you might want to throw like $100 or whatever at, and you can hold on to it, and it can become like, 100 turns into $500. That's great, but if you're looking to put in a larger amount of money into a position, you can't put into a ticker. I shouldn't say you can't. I would not put into a position where you're only getting, the volume is just anemic on the daily. So if it's a day that's, even if it's in like a catalyst or good earnings or it's been on a run and you want to get out at a certain price, if you're gonna put up something that's half the book, you're not gonna get out of the position that you want, what you want, or when you want. So, but tickers where there's a lot of people involved, there's a name, it's in play, it's a known name, you're gonna have no problem. I know people that trade Apple and like MU and AMD, like that's exclusive. I mean, they'll pick one, maybe 3-4 tickers. Nowadays they might be on a few other ones just because of the way the market is, but it's all they trade. It's all they do. It's like they just trade 1 or 2 tickers basically their whole entire day, and that's fine. I've done that as well. I do that here and there, but it's because there's liquidity. It's like when you want in, you're out. You're not there waiting there. So, again, another rant there. Is it over? So, for those who are looking at Clovis and asking me, should we buy? Look. This is, you got to wait for. See, this actually showed up. Here's the anchored VWAP. So this is the day that everybody's like, hey, did you read the quarterly statement? Something that's basically been in there, like, hey, this company has issues with money. We're just kind of getting to the end of the year, and people are finally like, well, so we have a higher low set in, so it needs to get above this anchored VWAP and break this purple trend line for me. Oh, gotcha. Forget it. I'll come back to you later. It's with you. That's why. We got to hit a triple bottom for this guy. Yeah, she's got to come down to 19 maybe. We'll see. Healthcare tech is just getting beat in general. Okay. All right, I'm going to end it here. This is a very long video as usual. This could be really quick. Nope. Oh. Yep, you're on my watch list. I don't know about today, but you can see it. No, not perfect, but it's close to that. She's getting close. That's probably it, right? It's close enough. So, got to get above this anchored view app, which we are right now, and then you got to get above this high, and then break here, and then yeah, it's probably going to require a little bit of a pullback and then go, because you're going to need the Keltner channel to start moving its way up to give you some space here to move. You're going to have some resistance here as well. But keep an eye on SMLR. Questive, love you. Haven't touched you in a while, but might have to remedy that soon. Man, I got to clean up this chart. All right, I'm going to put AQST, SMLR on my watch list. I don't think I'm going to make a move on it today. Nobody else really I want to throw. Anything on VKTX? There's good setups. These guys, well, this one you got to keep an eye on, because now they're starting. We're at the point where we're starting to move towards finish lines on some of their big programs here. They've been managing their money very well. Got to keep an eye here. So we're below our buy threshold, and it looks like that's a decent setup. So VKTX might be in play here. BioBoom, Bioreactor. LNTH. That's a good one. Anything to sell on the top here? Catalent's back. I mean, here we go. Ooh. Look at that. CTLT. All right, there's another one. All right, we'll go with that. I'm going to keep it close. Remember when there was this, they had the sell-off because of like the change in Medicare? Like, that was this one, right? Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Do you think the algos cared about that? They did not give a F about that headline. Came down. Oh, that's just a simple buy. Now look. I'm not saying like it's going to, rock it up, but every time there's a sell-off in something like a name like Johnson & Johnson, CVS, GSK, it's not always a buy, but think about the headline, and is that going to kill the company? Like, I'm going to CVS this afternoon. I'll probably go there sometime this week too. Again, it's just like headlines about Medicare and Medicaid is not going to stop everybody from going to CVS for what they, for retail. Now, yeah, it has an impact on the valuation and the fundamental story maybe, but is anyone believing that CVS is going to have a major problem, like pulling in revenue? No. Like I say, GSK, just think of the toothpaste. Go down the toothpaste aisle and see how many different types of leading toothpastes are from GSK. I missed that one, I bet. I mean, we added to this, or at least I did. I put it in there. Oh, she's so close. Yeah. All right, so LH. All right, I'll end it there. Good luck. Stay healthy. Hopefully this uploads before the bell. If not,